So today's February 27th and we haven't boiled for like 2 weeks now. It's been cold. I mean, it kind of got to like maybe 35 during the day. So we'd get these little sap runs that would basically just put a splash of sap in the tanks and then create a nice block. It ran a little bit on Sunday, I guess it was. I pumped the tank at home because we were going to single digits that night. But there's just because I didn't have enough room for what we were going to get while I was at work. And then it just kind of futzed around yesterday when it first warmed up, and then today it should warm up some more. So ice blocks in all the tanks, which is not awesome, less than ideal. And now it's probably getting ready to start opening up a little bit. But I want to pump this tank at home and get some more room in this one because this one's at like 3/4 full. And then go check for some leaks today. Yeah, maybe like 2/3 full, not quite 3/4, but I'm gonna pump it anyway, get some room. Hopefully this warm sap coming in will melt this out, but the releaser's still pretty froze right now. Things are starting to open up. It's just gonna take some time today. The tank's pumped. There's probably, I don't know, now 1/4 of a tank of ice still in it. A lot of that'll melt out today by the time I get ready to pump it at the end of the day. Yesterday I had a couple minutes, so I ran around and checked some lines for leaks, and I didn't have time to grab my tool because it was up in my truck and I just wasn't making time, but I had a roll of tape in my pocket, and I found a couple down back where that squirrel sanctuary is down here that I found, and I got them fixed yesterday for the quick short term, but now I'm gonna go down and get these things spliced out, get rid of the tape, and then I've got to check across the road. I haven't checked that yet this year other than when I got it fired up. So I'm going to get all this checked today and then head for the big woods and check leaks there because I think I've got a couple. Two on this little piece. That's awesome. All right, first time checking the ladders on the other side of the road. These things are jumping good right now, so I'm good there. Let's see what the sap's doing on the bottom of it. I think I've got a low spot going back that way. I got a side tie over there. I think I got to pick up because there's a low spot here. I think these are taking all they can right now. Or there was just that much sap in that pipe that's here now. I think it's going to need some more air. But check the rest of them. Alright, no leaks on the first piece, the low main, but this one's full too. So this definitely needs more air to get this sap to climb because it's going, it just can't go fast enough. Alright, no leaks here. Yeah, it's because there's nothing coming in on the leaker. Open that up a little bit. There, that should be better. I'll go down and check it and see if it's emptying this main out. It was just like completely closed. That's better. I mean, it's moving some sap through. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it's far better than it was. A couple of these that are flowing better than others, I'm gonna take, I wonder if it's not down far enough. I shoved 2 of them down in further, and they definitely seem to be flowing more even now. Like 2 of them just weren't down all the way, and this line is got far less sap in it. So combination of, I mean, it's still got sap in it, but far less than it did. I think some of it might be a little bit of a slope issue here too, that we flatten out coming in here. I put a couple of sticks holding that main up just because they were right there, and it seems to have made a big difference that had a little bit of a slope issue, no air, and that a couple of those 3/16 lines going up the ladder just didn't have enough, they weren't pushed down far enough, which is always one of those things I've wondered, because you can't look in and see them. So it's good now. Things are moving good on this right side of the driveway. That it's climbing good. Seems to be pretty even. May need a scotch more air though, but just check as we go down through here. But no leaks so far over here. Sap is running good. I'm here at the big woods now. Check the pump, check the tank. Things are coming in really good right now. Yesterday I was here. I picked Brooke up and we had to run up to the top, which she didn't run. She rode the shoulders because, you know, she's not going to run for something like this and play my games. So we ran up top, found a drop that had popped off, a plug. So got to fix that. Thank you to Sap Spy for finding that, because I got an alert saying that that line was low. Able to go right to it. It made my life easier. I didn't have to check everything. But now I'm going to get in, and the C system keeps showing low vacuum. So I want to get eyes on that one today and kind of worry about that one more than the others. So do this, and then it's time to play taxi for dance class before we boil tonight and haul sap. I'm coming up on the end of the C system now, and I've been through this entire thing except for like 4 laterals, and I haven't found a single leak yet. So what I'm wondering is if it's an issue with the leaker, because there's a lot of taps on this ladder. So earlier I turned it back because I thought I might have had too much there. Then I looked at the monitor and the vacuum actually went down after I did that. So I put the Sap Spy monitors in burst, which means that they'll take a reading every minute, and I'm going to go down there and then for 15 minutes probably sit there and adjust that thing and see if I turn it up, see if I turn it down, see where I can find a sweet spot to where I can get some more vacuum out of this thing. No leaks so far on the C system, which that's good at least. With this thing turned down, it's been fluctuating on vacuum. If anything, it's gone down since I've been in here. And it was all the way down to like 19 inches a few minutes ago. So from like 20 something. So let's open this up. That's more, and now we'll see what happens. We'll give it a couple minutes. So looking at the monitor, I've got the 1 hour view, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe not. I'll put a picture in of it. Vacuum's up, and it's holding right now at, let's see, what's it at? 23.3, which is better than 19. So I'm going to give it a little bit more. And I think I got it. I mean, the other main is sitting at 24. And it's sap ladders. They eat up vacuum, they eat up inches of vacuum. They're not perfect, but with the terrain I'm working with here, it is what it is. But now is it time? Yeah, I gotta get going. I gotta do the dance thing and shuttle them around. So. Sensor here. Changed that. I turned it up a little bit just because it's been, I don't know, I'm nervous about freezing that diaphragm out and breaking it, but this piece of woods has been running like 5 inches short on vacuum compared to the Burning Brook Hill Road woods. And I think it was, I found a tree that had a tap hole leak, and I think it was that one. It was sucking through the fibers, but I think we're good now. There's a decent block of ice in this tank here, but I'm not going to mess with it tonight because I'm on a time crunch. And I think some more of that'll melt out anyways. So I'll just leave it and get it next time and then clean the tank. I'm already watching the Sap Spy monitor with the vacuum climbing on that piece of woods. So that bad tap was causing my low on vacuum. So I was at 15 inches rather than at 20 plus. That's kind of one of them things that these SureFlow pumps just can't compensate for leaks, even small ones. So putting a lot of time in on these and finding all the leaks it's just like you have to. You don't have a choice on these. Now Brooks and I are taking Bridget to dance, and we have to go get the little one because she has to go to dance too, but he likes to help. Come on, break. There we go. I'm gonna get the ice out of this one because it's enough that I can, I think. Maybe. Where this one was high enough, I was able to get the ice out, and it was only maybe 3 inches thick. So get this one out, but by doing this now I can clean this tank, where the other one I couldn't. So it's worth getting this ice out, clean this tank. This will be ready, and that much better. There's a bunch of goodness in the bottom of this tank, so I let a lot of it just go on the ground when it got down rather than pumping it up to the tank. But now I'm going to take and get this thing cleaned out, but I'm just going to splash them in and let most of this go down first. So I've probably got 450 on right now is my hunch, which I think there's about a full load over to the big woods. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this home and then probably pump the tank at the house and then go get that load at the big woods, because I don't wanna have to make 2 trips over there if I don't have to, and I think I can get it with 1. So I'm gonna do that. I'll just take this home, then go get that last load at the big woods. That load of sap's in, and the sap from down back. Now let's get the RO fired up. Gotta make sure these valves are going the right way. That goes up, that goes up, and then that one goes like that. That one doesn't matter. And $5 gallons a minute of concentrate's what I'm looking to pull out right now. Checking over here, concentrate's going in, permeate's going into the permeate tank. This will be good for a little while. I'm gonna go get that on the lower side. I tried breaking that ice up. That's just too thick. So I'm just gonna take and I'll pull a load out of here. I'm thinking it's gonna be right about 1 load, but we're gonna find out. Not as much sap as I thought. It's only like 550 that come out of here, but there's a ton of ice, and I was standing up by the truck messing around on my phone, and I heard kabang, and the lines jumped and everything. I'm like, what the hell was that? Well, that was the ice when it settled in here. It kind of broke up a little bit more, and that scared the hell out of me, but yeah. Too much to worry about getting out. It should thaw out and then be able to get it out probably Thursday, so we'll see. I'm back with that load of sap now. And we'll see how we're doing here. Oh, put a dent in it, that's for sure. .3, that's nothing to write home about. That woods is never really giving me a lot of sugar, so I don't expect a lot there, but I'd like more. We're making 6.5 right now. So we'll be able to get boiling here pretty quick. All right, it's time to get this thing cranking. So I'm gonna flip this valve. Get the concentrate headed up to the head tank now. Then we can get going.
stuff.
What do I got? So my condensate barrel, it was a pain. We were having to dump that by hand. The other day I went down to the fab shop, saw Darren, and we added a valve to it. It's gonna make things a lot easier now. I'll probably keep it like half full, and I'll just open it and close it. That way, like if I need to clean gloves, clean the hydrometer, something like that, I've got some hot water, but now we're not lugging hot water around the sugar house anymore. We've got a high quality dinner tonight, taquitos that Aaron made me, a CL smoothie, and a Dixie cup of maple syrup for dessert. Reverse osmosis is washing right now. We've made, well, at this point we'll call it a canner because I think it's going to be full. And we've still got 40 gallons in the head tank. I may be looking for a place to put this stuff in a short second because that canner's full. First bay of firewood is, well, we're through that now, just about. And we're still hustling through this stuff. It's been a good night. We've made a lot of good stuff. Apparently we're a little warm now because, well, the stack's glowing and I can see it through there. Probably cut the air. There, that'll make a difference. This thing is cranking right now. So I think this is a good problem, but I'm not sure when the finisher's full. So we need to make room for it. So I'll just take and I'll blow this unfiltered syrup. It's not at density perfect. I'll just blow it off, make room, because we're probably gonna make another 4 or 5 gallons of syrup, which won't fit in there, which is weird. That stuff's gotten a lot lighter, I think. For 2-week-old sap, I think we're lighter than we were before, which is weird. I was expecting to be a little bit darker tonight. Plenty of room in this now, partial barrel. I'll just deal with all that tomorrow. Tonight we made some of, well, you can see how light it is. That's what we get left in the pans. For some of this sap being 2 weeks old, I can't believe how light it is. And we made, well, a canner. Plus, I think there's at least 5 gallons in that barrel that I blew off just to get it out of the way, because it's never a bad thing when you run out of places to put syrup. It's a bad thing when you don't have the sap to make the syrup. So tonight was a good night. We probably made, just shy of 25 gallons is my guess. And it was a good night. As always, a good time in the sugar house. So I gotta work tomorrow, and we'll probably make syrup a couple days. The weather looks good for the next week, 2 weeks. We'll see, but we'll catch you guys in the next one. We got a little close tonight on sap. We were out, and I'm like, oh, we're close. I thought we'd shut down quick enough. Nope, I had to shovel a bunch of fire out. So, oh well, we didn't burn the place down, so we're good.